So stack monitor setups seem to be a big trend in the desk setup community, and the biggest reason behind it is because people have been complaining with a dual horizontal setup that it's just not comfortable. Their neck is straining since you have to turn your neck to look at each monitor, and also it takes a lot more desk space, especially if you're trying to use speakers with your setup. But what if I told you there's a perfect stack monitor that comes with a USB hub and super easy to adjust the position? Yo, what is up guys, Sam Pack here, back with another video, and today we're going to take a look at this stack monitor system called the Geminos by MobilePixel. But with that said, let's get started. So this monitor is essentially two 24-inch monitors stacked on top of each other and that are 1080p with a LCD display. They can go up to 250 nits of peak brightness and weighs in about 20 pounds, so this is not a portable setup. And to set this up, the easiest way I found is to use a HDMI cable along with a USB-C cable. This will look the smoothest and require no additional setup, but if you do want to have a one cable setup, you gotta install their drivers, and honestly it's not the best experience. You gotta use a USB-C to a USB-A cable, but gotta make sure that the USB-A side is connected to the laptop and uses a USB-C adapter. So alright, just trust me, save yourself all the trouble. You just use the HDMI and the USB-C cable. But if you have a MacBook Air, you can't connect two external displays natively, so you are gonna have to use that one cable route. But in my opinion, I would just not recommend getting the Geminos if you do have a MacBook Air. More because of the software is pretty buggy and it lags a lot, and I just ran into a lot of issues with it. And the other workaround is to get a display link hub that's pretty expensive just to hook up the laptop, so just take my word for it. But moving on to the functionality of the Geminos. This monitor is easily adjustable so that you can position them however you want. The stand that's holding the monitors have a nice smooth slider that adjusts the height of the monitors and also can tilt the bottom monitor to be 90 degrees or have it completely vertical. I think having the Geminos angle like this is the best position for using this monitor. The top monitor is not too tall where you're looking up at it, and the bottom is angled nicely, but you aren't getting that double chin and neck strain when you're looking down. It just feels pretty natural when you're looking back and forth at each monitor. And because the monitor is easily adjustable, moving both monitors at the same time is really convenient. And you can't really do that so easily with a traditional stack monitor layout. And just a disclaimer, be mindful of your posture when you're using this setup. I definitely recommend having a chair that has a headrest so that you aren't doing the turtleneck and risking long-term damage to your neck and spine. The top monitor has a built-in camera. The quality is not the best, but it's definitely usable. It can tilt down so that it looks more natural, and I think it's a really cool feature that they added in there. And this monitor system comes with a built-in USB-C hub that has two USB-C ports, one for charging and display and for the hub, and the other is just for the display. There's two USB 3.0 ports for your peripherals, two HDMI ports if you want to connect HDMI directly, and there's an Ethernet port as well. There's also a TF and SD card slots for your media cards. The hub also has a built-in speaker in there as well. They do sound decent, but if you do want to connect external speakers to them, they do have an audio jack so you can connect them directly. And if you want, you can connect this monitor with other devices like your gaming console or another computer. And if you guys do have a dual computer system, I would definitely recommend getting some kind of USB or KVM switcher. And if you do have a wireless mouse and or keyboard that can do Bluetooth that can swap instantly, that would actually be even more perfect. So you can game on this, and using a console is probably the best option because a good amount of the games only really run at 60 Hz and don't really utilize more FPS than that. But don't go into buying this monitor system thinking you're gonna game with it first. I would mostly buy this because of the productivity of this, and like I said, you can game on it, but it's not the best specs for it. So this is an almost perfect monitor setup for me. I really do like the functionality of it. I think this works best for people who are working in remote since this is an all-in-one system. This monitor setup would also be great for people who are working in recording studios and people who are also editing video clips, not really doing color grading work. And honestly, I think corporate offices would definitely benefit from this product. So things I would want to see in the future for this is a 27-inch model with 1440p with maybe 120 or 144 Hz, maybe a higher nits of brightness, and also a little bit more color accurate. So the Geminos starts at $699, and I'll leave all of my links in the description down below. So that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Do you guys think this is a perfect work from home monitor setup? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.